I've been preparing for years and years, but not to the extent that I am now. Probably to the extent I am now, probably um, about 15 years. Because I've been hungry before in my life and I didn't like it. And when I was overseas, seeing the little hungry kids that was digging through the trash piles, looking for food. Prepping is something that you need, regardless what you part of it, you need to kind of rotate your stuff to where you have fresh stuff all the time. Whether it's food, ammunition, whatever you have, you know. And my pantry here is what I eat out of every day. And I buy the groceries and I restock. So I rotate my stuff where I'm using the, you know, the older stuff first all the time. My mother and dad was in the Depression, and the things that they saw and told me about, you know, through the years was kind of like flour and sugar and cornmeal. Those things was all limited how much you could get and hard to come by. So I do that also, which I consider that my dry storage, you know. So I have a different pantry with that. Toilet paper, baby wipes, paper towels, soap. It's things that you use in everyday life. Those are the things that you need to kind of prep for a little bit. When something happens, the more of these things you have, the more comfortable you are. You can live without a lot of them, but it just makes it a little bit more comfortable to be able to be without going to the store for a month or two and go in and open up a box of cookies and it's as fresh as the day you put them up, you know. This year I started to garden. I did it inside my cow pen because I figured they'd be well fertilized. I actually have two gardens, and both of them, they're in different parts of the cow pen. But one is approximately 20 foot long. It's 6 rows wide, and the other one is 40 foot long. It's about 15 rows wide. So, and I have tomatoes and squash and cucumbers and carrots and radishes and strawberries and okra, and I don't know if I said squash or not, but I have squash, quite a bit of squash. And a few things I'm not thinking of. Preparedness, to my notion, is you're crazy if you don't, to some degree. Everybody has a different level of what they do. Because it's not necessarily a sickness that's coming. It could be a hurricane. It could be a number of different things, you know. So you can't prepare 100% for everything, but you can prepare the best you can. I never wanted my kids to be like the kids in Vietnam, starving to death with the pot bellies and scrounging the trash piles and, you know, for anything they could eat, whether it had, you know, bugs, maggots, or whatever on it. They were so hungry they just scarfed it down. So, and I didn't want that for my family, you know. As far as being crazy, yeah, I probably am, but I have managed to live this long with the background that I have, and between raised up like I was and Vietnam time that I was there, and then the life that I lived on the streets afterwards, you know. But the oil field, 23 years in the oil field, working on the rigs all over the country, you know. So you can't live the life I have without being a little bit crazy.